Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is The Answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are diving into Alice in Borderland, the season that I wasn't sure would happen, but here it is, season 3, episode 1. I am very, very excited to see how Arisu finds his way back to Borderland. I don't know what's going to happen.
I thought season 2 wrapped up perfectly, thought it was a perfect series. But you know what? I'm definitely ready, willing, able to see how they suck us right back in for season 3.
Yeah, let's just hope this season ends on a I don't know how they're going to top the ending of season 2. Let's just hope it's good, right? Let's go!
What is your choice?
Well, I'd like to live here forever.
The number of fake outs in this episode.
Yeah, this was...
無論手にする。僕もありがたく手にする。ここにはまだ無限の可能性が秘められているからね。
赤い光が見えました。だけど、
Here we go.
花火だと思って特に気にしませんでした。だからそのまま友達と一緒にトイレに隠れて。
Gosh, the theories we had.
いろいろあってトイレに。そしたら急に周りが静かになって、その辺から記憶がないです。
隕石落下事故で心肺停止になったということですね。
はい。
些細なことでもいいんです。何か覚えていることがあれば。
他には何も。
I'm sure there's a little more. He just won't say anything.
失ってる時、夢の記憶はありますか？
夢。
ゲームの夢。
Oh.
ゲーム？
ありませんか？生死をかけたゲームをする夢。
いえ。
ないですか？
ただ、旅をする夢を見た気がします。
Okay.
旅。
どこか遠い国へ旅をしてたような。
ご無理なさらないでください。すみません。今日はありがとうございました。
I would assume.
お願いしますよ。質問は慎重に。湾曲した話を押し付けるような質問は記憶を塗り替えかねないです。ゲームの話は複数の被災者から聞き出た。
That's what I was thinking. Yep.
花火の話もまた出た。複数の人間から同様のワードが出ている。隕石と見間違えただけでしょ。彼らは明らかに同じ何かを見ている。
Yeah, he's got an idea.
かつての天才が死後の世界の研究って、あの人も終わったな。
あれ以来変わっちゃったよね。
渋谷の隕石はみんなを変えた。
5年前のほら、学生が死んだ事故だよ。
あっちね。
Well, all the survivors.
Yeah, but how did we...
Holy shit.
I still can't believe that was the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even believe we're here in season 3.
So it looks like we're still picking up like right where we left off.
I would have been sold on the computer simulation one that they were toying with us.
Oh, they're just going back to... Okay.
センターホールはあちらです。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
旅の夢の話、とても興味深かったです。またお話聞かせていただけませんか？何か思い出しましたら、直接僕にご連絡ください。
はい。
どんなバカバカしいことでもいいので。
バカバカしいこと。
誰に話しても信じてもらえないようなことっていうんですかね。
All right.
こちらです。
Someone that believes you.
アリス。
あ、お待たせ。
お疲れ様。
ごめん、待った。
What is this all about?
This is my wife.
こちら、ここの助教の松山さん。ここで聞き取りがあって。
奥様も渋谷で少しお話聞かせていただけませんか？
はい。
松山隆二と言います。こちらからまたご連絡いたします。
そっちは何聞かれた？
夢の話とか。
思い出せるわけないのに。
こんだけ広がったらな。
会社の実習もう慣れてきた？
うん、だいぶね、正式採用になると思う。
おお。
Proper husband.
萩尾拓馬。
Oh, give it.
That's a pretty intense stare down there.
Yeah, they're pretty far away and he's still...
相田修斗。
以上10名が今回の調査で臨死体験を語った。彼らは一様に同じ夢を見ている。
Exact same dream.
旅、無人の街、ゲーム、花火。
Ooh.
Is that Twitter?
Oh, look at that.
Rebuild.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I got to imagine they got to have some expanded area from where Impact was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just like the first episode.
Yep.
Yep.
指輪って今こんなになってるんですね。マジか。すげえ。
Is that a Lucha Libre shirt?
Oh, I was looking at the Shibuya Station sign that we've seen in so many movies. All right, who's he meeting with? One of our villains that made it?
R さんですか？
はい、R です。
あなたもあのセミナーに行きたいんですか？
ええ、招待してもらえませんか？かなり厳格な紹介制って聞いて。
ご注文がお決まりになりましたら。
That was some heavy water.
おすすめはしません。でも参加したらわかります。本物だって。
どのような体験をされたんですか？
奇妙なことをするんです。
奇妙なこととは？
ゲーム。
ゲーム。
刺激的ですよ。とても神聖ですし。
This dude wants to go there.
That's kind of what I'm getting.
Because
He wants to experience it.
yeah, let's experience it, see if he would survive.
Yeah.
And then I'm also wondering is he would be out of his wheelchair for it, which I don't know if that's how that works or not. I can't remember.
Okay, so
You to the seminar. So I wonder what that's going to entail.
Gosh, is it like a collection of people who want to go back? Why would you want to go back? You're constantly fighting for your life every second.
well, there's a lot of thrill for that.
The two that stayed in, though, did they absolutely stay in, or does it didn't matter whether you chose to accept it or not? Did you still get saved? Or were you, well, I suppose you're still in a coma then if you decline it.
Well, remember some folks that
Is this going to have a weird entrance like how we saw for all our games?
This feels like the beginning of a game right here.
here we go. Participants.
Are they going to play a game right here, right now?
Like in real life and then go? Or are we already there? I guess that's the theory we should explore. Did that ending really happen?
Yeah.
お集まりいただきありがとうございます。こちらにご着席ください。
We got cards out.
着席してください。そこの椅子に。
Oh, interesting.
一度座った席からは移動しない方がいい。
Oh. Okay. Shouldn't move once you sit down?
Suppose card, maybe.
Yeah, what if he flipped the whole table over?
それでは
Something like that.
ゲームを始めましょ
ゲーム、臨死体験ができるって聞いてきたんですけど。
Yeah.
Well,
う。旅への参加の条件です。
旅。
では始めます。ゲーム、ババ抜き。
Old maid. Oh,
I forgot the rules of that. I haven't played that since I was a kid.
カードをお取りください。
Hopefully you got good cards. You knew what seat to sit in.
配られた持ち札の中で数字のペアができれば捨てなければいけません。そして馬場であるジョーカーを最後まで持ち続けた者が勝者。
Well, there's that.
No
ただし
pairs.
ジョーカーを引かれた時点でそのプレイヤーは脱落。
え？
Oh! Oh! She got up.
That's why you don't get out of the chair.
言いましたよね。一度座った椅子から離れない方がいい。その時点で脱落します。死んだ。
Whoa.
芝居だろ。
I'll let the person take the Joker from you and see if it was a trick or not. Oh.
So all the cards? Oh, okay.
Look at that.
It's humming all right.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad they had that detail in there for the sound design.
Oh,
You just randomly take cards from them that you can't see?
you pick one.
Oh, okay.
And if you pick, like, say you had the Joker and I picked it from you, you'd perish.
Oh, okay. Then you don't want to run out of cards until you have the Joker. Got it.
Well, there's her full death experience, not a near. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, just an act, right?
yeah, not that one. Take the
Oh, oh,
Oh, cards. Oh, it's either win or go home.
どっちかが死ぬ。
He's enjoying this. Wait, was that a tell that
yeah, and so
Yeah,
he's like, "There's no way he's gonna show me the Joker."
he's leading him to the Joker?
Yeah. He's trying to give it to him. Wow.
He literally tried to give him the Joker.
That's a little reverse psychology maybe he was doing.
That's what I'm wondering.
A little reverse. It was totally reverse psychology. Oh, the building just ran out of power. It couldn't do any more.
Oh,
Hey,
what is going on with the switch here?
ようこそ
Oh,
今はの国へ
they figured it all out.
Wow.
oh, then that's it.
What an intro.
Yeah, but now we got the title sequence.
Wow. Jeez. I've got many questions, but I'm just going to wait because if it's anything like the previous two seasons, there's no point in even asking
your
because
questions,
everything will get revealed
questions are
at the
futile.
end.
Well, we can talk
You
theory.
can
Speculate,
Duh.
yeah.
20 halfway into the episode, the title.
Yeah, it's like, how did they find a way to cross between the two worlds without going into a coma to get there? I mean,
Well, I'm wondering because he was one of the guys that stayed behind.
yeah.
If I remember correctly, and that's what they showed, and I thought in the beginning there.
Huh.
Early morning climb?
お父さん。
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is she visiting her dad?
Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
大丈夫うなされてたよ。大丈夫
Is that twin bed?
大丈夫。ちょっと水。
And he's up against the wall.
Huh, they tried to catch the rabbits. That was like their...
やっぱりゆくゆくは賃貸より分譲の方がいいよね。
それにはひとまず貯金。結婚指輪奮発しちゃったしね。
だな。
Yay!
Uh,
この色珍しくない？
ああ、それ。
これ結構好きな色。
あげるよ。
やった！
引っ越し手伝おうか。
業者に頼んじゃう。仕事もあるし。じゃあ、これお願い。
うん。
あ、もう出なきゃ。先行くね。
いってらっしゃい。
oh, life is just grand.
Hmm.
アイリスまだ磨いてんの？遅れるよ。
今月19日、東京都江東区の雑居ビルの一室でセミナーに参加していた男女7人。
Oh, here we go.
警察は集団自殺を図った可能性があるとみて、
Whoa.
Wow.
最近は湾岸エリアも海外の観光客から人気で、この店舗にはそういった方の来店も見込んでます。
前回は豊富な方がいいですね。他の店舗では売れない大きめのサイズが売れるので。
なるほど。確かにそうです。
前で被災されたクライアントさんです。生活してしまい、未だにフラッシュバックに悩まされてるそうです。
隕石事故のトラウマだね。部屋に通してあげて。
おはようございます。お待たせしました。こちらにどうぞ。
There she is.
I was going to say, I thought everybody would kind of recognize each other. And
Well, remember at the end, they didn't really recognize each other
No.
yes.
at all.
いろいろありますけど、あと冷たいものとかも。
アリス、
Yeah.
There we go.
私、あなたに会ったことがある。
That's gonna keep happening.
Yeah. Something looked familiar to her?
どこか遠い場所であった。臨死体験をした者の中には、別の世界を見たという者もいる。その世界に希望を見たのか。あなたもあの時。
Yep.
アリス、あなたは今は忘れているだけ。
Oh shit, there's the hotel.
Holy
man.
shit.
Oh, that's
All
where,
this.
that's where it all went down. Had to find the witch. She's got a...
Yeah, Roller, you could tell by her body language, her slow pace.
It was like
she's
she was magnetized to it.
And there's the ledge.
あなたは
Second floor.
私が狂ってると思うかもしれない。
Not as crazy as you think.
私もそこで戦って生き抜いた。だからこうしてこの世に生還できた。
Oh, what a trip that would be.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, there now.
Nice.
Now she's getting the flashbacks.
Get out of there.
あの時何があったのか。だから手を尽くして調べてきたの。あの世界に行く方法がないか。
Oh, she wanted to go back.
What?
人為的にあの世界に行く方法。ある薬物を使えば。
Ah.
お待たせしました。ではどうぞお座りください。
Oh. I don't like this. Holy shit.
There's our guy in the wheelchair.
Matsuyama?
Now,
Get back using a drug. It must like induce you into a coma or something.
I guess that would make sense to get you back in the Borderland.
仕事終わった？
アリス。
今日こっち来る？どうした？今どこ？そっち行くよ。うさぎ？
ごめん。
She's going back.
Whoa.
Ooh.
It's a weird response.
No phone. I hope we get that conversation between him and her. Because he was sitting in...
Usagi wouldn't want to go back.
うさぎ生活安全課でも今のところ事件性を疑うものは、
いやでもあれからまだ
と見ていただきたいものがありまして、最後に目撃されたホテルの監視カメラ映像で、これは湾岸。
Oh, she's...
この男性、
はい、一度会ったことあります。修士館大学の
奥様と彼は面識が。
Good for him for seeing through all those pixelations.
Yeah. Well, she probably figured he just met a guy the other day in a chair.
この男に連れ去られたんですか？
今はその可能性よりも誠に言いづらいですが、この男性と面識があるというのであれば、捜索願いを出す前に。
It's just infidelity, that's all.
Well, if he's been interviewing everyone, he has a handful of information.
妻と音信不通なんですが、その前に先生と会ってたらしくて。
実は急に連絡が取れなくなってしまっていて、死後の世界とか無断で休む方じゃないし、何かあったのかな。
What could he possibly say to get her to want to go back?
ことなんかも調べてたみたいで怖かったんです。奥様も関係があるんでしょ。
There had to be something said between them when he was interviewing him. Dad?
Yeah. Did he maybe say that Dad was there? She could see him again?
There's the interview.
Yeah.
With Arisu.
よく見ますか？
見る方だと思います。
どんな内容か詳しく聞かせていただけませんか？
繰り返し同じ場面を見るんです。父が自殺する夢です。
お父様とうまくお別れできなかったり、何か後悔されていることがあるのでは？ご無理なさらずに。
いい、聞いてください。
Boy, she was hiding her feelings.
私だから。
ご主人にも。
言いたくない。
Yeah. Ouch.
夫と出会って着実に前に進んでるはずなのに。
That's how things appeared on the outside.
She wants closure. Answers, closure.
The odds of survival in the Borderlands are like nil.
父をはっきりと感じられるんです。今そこで生きてるみたいに。
So is that the pitch? Go back here, find your dad?
父が自殺しても、そこに父がいるなら、私は悪夢の中にでも身を置きたいんです。
He went back.
Oh.
かつて全てのゲームクリアに貢献したプレイヤー。僕が国民になれたのも君のおかげだ。
Oh, look at him walk out.
Ah, that's right. Citizen.
Yep.
会いたかったよ。あの美しい世界に。
No, I'm good.
君もいずれ全て思い出す。そしてまたあの世界に戻ってくるだろう。ゲーム開始だ。君の大切な彼女も参加する。
Oh,
Of course. Yup.
why would you? I don't.
How big his pupils got.
楽しもう。
No, I don't want to have any more fun. I'm funned out.
Well, like as much as Usagi would want to go back and see her dad, like the odds of winning and not dying there is so small. Like, why would you even entertain it?
The joke. Huh. All those levels were so insane.
容体は現在昏睡状態で、いつ急変
Yep,
して
it's the drug.
医師からの報告によると、一緒にいた男から薬物、無理心中の可能性も。先生、いらっしゃいました。
ご主人ですね。こんな状況ではありますが、妊娠が認められました。
Holy shit.
心拍確認もできないような奥様もご存知ないかもしれません。
She did not know.
Oh.
No.
Or maybe she did. I don't know. I would assume because trailer's starting to make a little more sense now.
Yeah.
Is he gonna remember the conversation he just had a little bit ago when she was talking about there's a drug?
Mm-hmm.
一緒に倒れていたのは確認してもらえますか。
Yep.
Yep, they're both in there.
Get him out of my wife's room.
Gosh, I just don't remember if they showed anybody who had a disability and then in Borderland they didn't.
We have to figure they woke up from being in Borderland. They could have had a disability from the explosion and everything from the meteor,
Yeah.
but nothing in
都内で起こった
Borderland.
連続集団自殺の件。
あの男に連れ去られて、その集団自殺に巻き込まれたってことですか？
以前からそのセミナーに出入りしていたようです。ホテルからの行動は確認しています。男の職場である大学に連れ去られ、
You saw the video.
事件に巻き込まれた可能性もあります。
だから言ったじゃないですか。俺、あの時言ったじゃないですか。
我々も確たる証拠がないまま。所持品を確認していただいて、お気づきの点があればお伝えいただけますか。
There's the pen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And the card.
and see, it's a Joker.
Yep.
ありましたか。君の大切な彼女も参加することになった。
This guy just moves like the wind.
そのジョーカーのカード、実は松山という男性も持っていたんです。
He's got to be
I have one
putting it
too.
together.
どんなバカバカしいことでもいいので、誰に話しても信じてもらえないようなこと。
遠い場所？
あの世界は存在してる。
There we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Start to put it all together.
yeah, well, Alice has to remember too. I mean, he's
I
got
think-
to.
What a shot.
Yeah.
Hey, your future.
Maybe.
妻が昏睡状態なんだ。妊娠もしてた。もうすぐ心肺が停止する。時間の問題だと思う。ある男に、君があの世界の話をしてくれたよね。その男も似たようなことを言ってた。俺自身バカバカしいって思ってる。妻を生還させる方法があるなら。
There it is.
人が一時的に心肺停止に陥ってから無事に生きて戻れるまでの時間は心肺停止に陥ってから共同意識の中に入るんだと思う。私たちが経験したのはその世界。2分以内に彼女を連れ戻せれば
2 minutes our time.
長い時間を経験した。でも私たちが心肺停止を
Yep.
It's crazy to think, but yeah, it's true.
現実の世界で進む時間と私たちが共同意識の中で経験する時間はそれは一瞬だけど
Yeah.
本当にそんなことが。
そう信じたからここに来たんじゃないの。まだ実際に試したことはない。生きて帰ってこれる保証もない。
もし帰っ
No,
てこれな
it's
かったら。
it's very low. You'll make it back.
もしくは殺人の罪を私が負う。
It's a risk I'm willing to take, I guess.
はい。はい。
What was that?
心肺停止。
死んでも構わない。
So he's got 2 minutes to make a decision here.
そっちを選びたい。
Well, he's got to save the baby too. It's not just her.
So wife and child. Good thing they don't ever check my drawers.
I find it quite amazing that she just has it.
その薬で。
あなたの心肺を停止させ人為的に。
Oh, okay.
迷っ
There's
てる
that.
暇はない。どうする？
Okay, so it doesn't need to be a drug itself. It just we need to get you in this
Yeah, in that
The
state
state of
certain
mind.
state
Yep.
for your body, and then you go there.
2分。
Yeah, it's like, and then we got to bring you back
Oh.
within that 2 minutes. Otherwise, you're gone forever.
Got it on the right.
How crazy is this? So for her, it's 2 minutes, and then for us, it's
A
6
season.
episodes.
Yeah, 6 episodes. Yeah.
何か変化はある？
Wow.
いや、何も。
4.5.
4, 5. I can't count.
早くしないと時間が。
Oh, it stopped.
There we go. Time works different. He's
映
there.
画とも
He's there.
Oh,
Yep. Yep, go find her.
It's always like that when they put you under, right? You get 100, 99. Oh, good to see you're awake.
yeah.
朝
You know, it's wild too, because it's not like you're teleported somewhere. You wake up right where you were, and it's just the world begins to act differently around you.
Like, where do you even begin to look?
Exactly.
Oh, that's still there. The toy.
And it's just like how it was last time where like the meteor hit, but they walked out and it was empty. Nobody was there. So he was the same place like last time where they were in the bathroom, but then they came walking out of the bathroom and nobody was there.
All right, let's get a move on. You're not going to find her here. Oh, it's already the first game, saying where it's at.
Southeast. The game starts at sundown.
It's got to go 15 kilometers. Man, what a twist to have Alice not remember anything.
It's not really a twist. Again, at the end of last season, they weren't fully remembering almost everything, but oh, this is wild to see this place again.
Oh,
Just everything stopped.
うさぎ
oh.
The good old signs.
No.
We are back.
No.
Yes, answer. He's trying to save a wife and a baby.
I get it, but
So when he does find Usagi, does that what he say? Is that what he's going to tell her right away? Hey, you're pregnant.
Yeah, do you tell her that, or do you let her focus on trying to win the games?
Because if she truly didn't know, maybe that changes her perspective now.
Yeah.
And maybe she'll leave the curiosity of finding dad alone.
Boy, the sound design is so good.
Double.
oh, look at how many people are in there.
Yep.
Oh, there we
It's
go.
game time.
You're in now.
No turning back.
So our first game is the King of Diamonds.
Dude, they took out everything.
I think it's only jokers now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wouldn't it start over if it's a new players? It's like we're in a carnival.
That's exactly what we're at. Look at all these red shirts.
Oh,
Yes.
Game
There we go.
will now commence.
wow. I did not write too much about this episode.
That went fast.
That went incredibly fast. For normally, in this show was a full 50, plus minutes, and it flew by. Again, so many questions that I have, and I mean, I don't remember much, trailer wise or whatever, anything like that. But my question is, well, and I think I got my answer here now that we're starting a new game, that there are indeed a whole new slew of games. Presumably they're going to, I would think they're maybe going to start over with, whatever, 10s and 9s and, everything else a little bit lower in the deck maybe. But, then again, we only have, it's so tricky because we only have 6 episodes, and how much are they going to, run through? So again, it's good to be back. I know so many of us speculated, how would they get back to the Borderlands? Why would they go back when the situation is so dire and your odds of survival are like less than 1%? I mean, given how many people were there. So it's wild to me that Usagi would choose to go back to try to be with her father, to at least just have a chance. And kind of give up everything that she has in the real world. Now, granted, she didn't tell Alice everything that was going on and what she was feeling, and she was kind of keeping that bottled up, which of course isn't good. But man, it's really shocking to me that given everything that she had to go through, the close calls they had, that she would go back, because it just seems. I mean, I don't want to say it seems like a death sentence, but for about 99% of the folks that were in the Borderlands, it was. Yep. And I get, like, if you go back in and you still have some memory, maybe you pick up on things a little bit quicker. But I mean, there was some games where it was only going to be one person that was going to win. Like, I think about that game they were in where they had the partners and they were in the building and like they had to stay awake, and it was the one that had all the food and they were able to piece it together by people were communicating with the crackers or whatever it was. So like, what if you end up in a game like that? There can only be one winner, or you have to take out your friends, like we saw in the Wolf and I think it was a Wolf and Sheep game, whatever. So man, just so many questions. And I think now that they've answered that question for all of us as to why our characters went back, now we can really take the ride with everything. And it's going to be intense, man. I forgot how good of a job they did with this show, from everything from the drama to the sound design, to the visuals. It's going to be such a fun ride for these next 5 episodes that we have. And gosh, it feels good to be back, but I'm just really wondering how this season is going to play out in so many questions. Like, for number one, does Alice tell Usagi that she's pregnant? I mean, because that could go two ways. Like, yeah, it would give her a reason to get back, but it also might take her mind off being sharp that she needs for the games to win if she's thinking about that. So it could really go both ways. It could be a motivation or it could be a distraction. So I'm sure that's going to be a major issue going forward. So I can't wait to see where we go.
Yeah, for me, it was like interesting that they, like, Arisu wouldn't even remember anything, and like he just dreamt that he had a journey, and so like you can see the aftermath of it, that a lot of them have been dealing with it, because we saw that they were in that university getting studied by, especially Matsuyama, who came in and like they were like, stop leading the questions, because he has such a peak interest in it that he's willing to go there himself, which he absolutely did. So I'm stunned that he would want to go back in, but Usagi has like some questions that she needs answered. She's worried, she's wondering about her dad. It was like she was drawn to that hotel. Like she had no reason to go there, and then all of a sudden it just piqued her interest, and she walked over and went in there and like then started picking the pieces of like the witch hunt episode where they're trying to find the witch and they couldn't figure it out until way too late, and so there was too many people that got taken out. But she would remember bits and pieces, and then seeing all the death around her. So meeting up with then Matsuyama and then like talking it out, he wanted to experience it too. And so like, that's why I was asking that question. Is it because of the afterlife? Because it almost seemed like the one game that we did get to see, which was nice. We got to see a game, at least one game get played. And again, what we've seen before on this show, a simple game that they turned deadly. They've done it many times before. So it seemed like he was even trying, you say reverse psychology, but I think he was leaning into whether he didn't care whether he passed on or not. He didn't care. He has such a curiosity about it. He didn't care if he dies in the process.
Well, and I think too, it brings back the idea of trust that we had. Cause I remember with Cheshire, or I call him the Cheshire Cat. He was always telling the truth in some of his games, and people wouldn't believe him. They would do the opposite. And he's like, hey, I told you the truth.
That's how it would go too, right?
Yeah.
You don't know who to trust. It's
I'm giving you all the right answers.
That would be the best way.
You just don't want to listen.
Yeah.
So it's just so much fun. The anxiety is going to be up once again once we get into each of these games, especially knowing what's on the outside for Usagi. I mean, does that kind of, now knowing where they could go back to if they essentially win the game, it kind of takes away a little bit of the mystique of the first 2 seasons, because we had no idea what the end game was, what it was. And so it was a huge boom in the room when you're like, it was a meteor that hit. So it was like everyone's like basically just trying to survive. That's their way of trying to survive the meteorite hit. So I thought that was rather intriguing in those first 2 seasons to find out that at the end was a huge no pun intended, but a huge bomb dropped on you. So now, and cool too, like this must be like what, 2-3 years in the future, because we saw that they're rebuilding and how far along they are. It's 2 to 3 years that they were able to have this relationship. And now that there's a child on the way, that adds a lot more drama, because Arisu is going to go at anything, and I'm just worried it's only going to be one of them getting out, and I have a feeling it's just going to be Usagi, and Arisu is not going to make it out at the end of the
early prediction.
episode. That's my early prediction, that he's gonna sacrifice himself, obviously, for his wife and his unborn child. But that's another question. Do you tell her right away, or when do you tell her? You can't be like in the middle of the game, oh, by the way, it's, or they might do that and just make it like super dramatic. Yeah. Like, you can't give up. Who cares if I give up? Yeah. Cause you're pregnant, or something like that, so this show has been so amazing throughout the first 2 seasons. I expect more. Great first episode of season 3, just to get us caught up and get us started down this journey again that I don't know if I'm ready for, because it was just so much anxiety, just so much that. So it's been an amazing, fun ride, and I'm glad that we're back on the journey. And now it seems like they're making it that there's more at stake this time with Sam and Usagi be pregnant. But yeah, great start to the 3rd season.
Yeah, call me biased, I guess, but I really enjoyed this first episode, especially with the building blocks. They just put us right in it, not giving us, you said 2 to 3 years. Did they give us like an official timeline? I mean, we're obviously some time ahead
I think
from where we last left off.
You just have to estimate. I don't recall seeing any dates.
Yeah, either way, phenomenal kickoff for season 3 here. I am, like you, worried about Alice. I'm going to call him Alice right now. Because the trailer didn't give us any confidence. Because when we did some freeze frames on there, again, we're in a different world, so maybe it's a lot of misdirection, dream sequence, who knows? It did not look good. But now knowing what the stakes are kind of set here, especially with the 2 minutes and a little bit reminder of how time works differently, right? I am really concerned, because there was you could perceive it as being foreshadowing in this episode where, you could lose your life if this happens. And I don't care if I lose my life. I just want her safe, right? So, again, kind of really scared for him on that one. And, okay, so how did Anne figure all this? The inner details of knowing, hey, if we do this, this happens. That's what I'm more intrigued about, too.
Yeah, something must have jogged her memory, kind of the way that Usagi's memory was jogged by the hotel. I wonder if it was something similar to that. And maybe they'll explain that.
Yeah, because she knew exactly where he was. And I like how she said, we've met before and everything. So I do think that it's finally, we're on his journey, we're going to get little pieces of some memories coming back, I think. Because I'm wondering, too, when he's in these games, is he going to be going back to as sharp as he was during the first 2 seasons?
Right.
Are we going to get that?
I mean, he's a different guy now than what he was before. That's the thing. He's completely different. Family guy, thinking about houses and everything.
Yeah, that's right. They're thinking about buying.
They're starting their life together.
Yeah. Well, and before he was so focused on, video games and figuring out puzzles and things like that. He was obviously very sharp. So
yeah, that's right.
Well, and then having that, the experience that they just had with that meteor hitting, seeing him grow up a little bit more or mature, however you want to look at it. But seeing that he and her, Usagi, are getting these early life plans set together of, folks always wanting to get the home. Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to plan this. But I'm really curious, though, to see if Usagi knew she was pregnant. And maybe that was kind of what was going on when she was sitting at the couch, early stages of the pregnancy, and she just wasn't 100% in tune of the possibility, or maybe she was starting to get some hints, just it wasn't time for her to go get checked out yet. I don't know what's right about that, but either way, the big news of that she is pregnant, and now we saw that her heart stopped here, right? Because now we get to go 5 episodes. Well, you've already probably crushed them out by the time you see this anyway, but now a 5-episode journey of 2 minutes is going to be absolutely wild. The first game here of Old Maid, to me, didn't disappoint.
No.
Especially with the electronic chairs. And then, as we saw what happened there, just boom, 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 one by one. And this guy, what's his name again?
Matsuyama.
Matsuyama. I'm intrigued by him too because of his curiousness of the Borderland.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm taking it right now because, he was doing all these interviews and he had all these notes talking about it and pinpointing, right, we had fireworks. People had the same dream. So him wanting to go there and experience that, I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're all going to navigate this because clearly we're not getting everyone back. I mean, it's the last season. I can't imagine everyone survives.
Is it the last season? I thought last season was the last season.
At least with these characters. So again, another wild episode. I'm glad we got to see the hotel again. That, like, I almost felt like her. I don't know. Did you guys kind of feel the same?
Yeah, I didn't even it looked familiar, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. And then you said, "Oh my God, it's a hotel from the witch hunt," and I'm just like, "Oh my God, you're right." It was like I totally forgot it. And I'm like, "Why is she here?" And then once you said it, I'm like, "Oh my God!" And then I love that they make sure they did the flashbacks showing her experience of being there. So it just blows.
Yeah, I mean, think about the survival rate at the witch hunt game. Would like 5 people make it out of there? Out of
it wasn't too many.
It wasn't.
It wasn't a lot.
So I'm curious to see what the games are, of course, this season, and I hope they have some fun with cliffhangers where maybe they start a game and they don't finish it. I know that was kind of a theme a little bit in the previous season, but yeah, I mean it's cool that we did get a game because you might be thinking, well, how are we going to get a game if Alice isn't in the Borderlands yet? And they gave us kind of the trial run to prove yourself to get in with a game of Old Maid.
And Matsuyama got into a game and
yeah. So did you guys take that too? Like he was trying to give.
See, that's what I think he's so intrigued by the afterlife that he was willing to sacrifice it all. That even if he died, well, then I get to go to the afterlife and figure it out for myself and see it for myself.
Well, I think it was a little bit of reverse psychology. I'm going to go ahead and be the contrarian here and think that he was trying to fake him out. And I think we'll see more of that as the season goes on to see what Matsuyama's personality is like. So that'll be a big tell in future episodes.
See, I could see either or.
Yeah, either way is actually kind of a good strategy because, again, you just had 5 drop around you. And then, hey, I'm actually giving you all the hints in the world.
It's right here.
Card.
Do you want me to flip it over and show you? Because I could.
Yeah.
And I am hoping with Usagi and him, if we get that conversation from the hotel, like what was the selling point for her? And I know we.
Do we get any audio?
Yeah, and folks, I'm really curious to see your thoughts about how the setup here was for her wanting to get I'm considering closure on her dad. Was that a good starting point for you? Because for me, it kind of worked, but I'm still trying to work it out in my head to make sure I'm still okay. That makes sense for me her to do.
It works for me if Usagi doesn't completely remember what she went through in the Borderlands. Like if a guy's just selling you on, hey, you can take this drug, you can go to this place and possibly see your dad. And if Usagi doesn't remember everything she went through, I mean, obviously she had the flashbacks at the hotel, but I don't think that's enough to tell her, like, yeah, you have to do these games and it never stops and you have to keep going and there's somebody hunting you on some games. I think that might be different, but I think given her memory, I think as the audience, we have to remember that that's probably the selling point. Because I found myself doing it like, why the hell would she go back? The chances of living are like nothing. What are you thinking? But she doesn't know that. She doesn't remember. She's just being sold on, hey, you get to see your dad again. So it makes sense that way.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to these next episodes. Again, I'm sure you've already cruised through all 6, so no spoilers, please.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys had fun watching these new.
We hope you had fun.
Season.
Yeah. We hope.
Hey, I hope it was fun because we'll be right behind you on that fun train, I guess.
No.
So high expectations because
very
the way
much.
they ended season 2.
I mean, yeah, the last 2 seasons were magnificent. Cannot wait for more. Hopefully, they keep on that trend. So for Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.